Welcome to another Tech Tuesday. I'm your host, Karamoko Kane, and today we have some fun stuff to talk about. Can't wait to get into today's topics. It's been highly requested for the longest. And like all meetings, I like to share this QR code. It takes you to a landing page where you can sign up to receive the recap of all these meetings we do, cool agents tips and fun facts, and other stuff that you might need to know. So this makes you stay in the loop. I will post that link in the chat right now for anyone who has not. I feel like most of us are at this point. There's more people coming in. Let me go ahead and post that very quickly. All right. Link is in the chat for all of you guys that did not get a chance to sign up. So let's get into the presentation. Move this out of the way. Welcome, Tisha.
Hello, hello.
Hey, hey. All right. So like all these meetings, they're all recorded. You can interrupt me at any time. You can raise your hands or leave questions in the chat for me to answer. I'll try to get through all of them to the best of my ability. And if I don't know the answer, I will find out for you and definitely connect and let you know what that is. Make sure to participate. I usually do little polls, icebreakers, and things that I do to get you guys' feedback. That way I can make these meetings even better and make sure you guys are following along and understanding everything I'm saying. And again, like I said, all of these are recorded. You can rewatch all of these Tech Tuesdays and other videos that are coming up at your own, on your own time and at your own pace. Okay. So today I have a little icebreaker for us. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Let's see where it is. There it is. Boom. All right. So go ahead and answer this. Let's see what you guys think. I'm very curious.
My answer's not available.
It's not available. Oh my goodness. What do you listen to? All right, well, you guys answer that. So this is what you guys missed last time. We talked about landing pages. That was my second time talking about those. They're very important. I had a lot of great questions. I felt like I was maybe going a little bit too fast. So I'm still going to maybe review that in the future and send you guys the recap for that and the first one I did so that maybe you guys can rewatch those and get a better understanding. But that's what we talked about last time. Okay. Let's go ahead and end this poll. It looks like most of you guys answered. So it looks like R&B wins. Most of us will be listening to R&B. That's awesome. I would have chose that one too. Close tie with classical though, which is super interesting. All right. So today we're going to be talking about a few different things. We might not get to everything, but I'll try my best to give you guys as much content tonight as possible. If not, we will just continue on the next Tech Tuesday, or if you guys want any type of one-on-one sessions with me about any of the things we talk about, you can always contact me. And through all of the emails I send, as far as the recaps and the Tech Tuesday stuff, there is a link in all those emails to book a one-on-one session with me. So you guys can go ahead and utilize that whenever you please. So today we're going to talk about a brand new feature that actually got added to KV Core today. At least I just noticed it today. I'm always on KV Core, so it probably just dropped today. And this is available to California agents at the moment. And it will roll out to other agents and other state by December 6th. So if you're a California agent, chances are you have this available to you if you have KV Core. Okay, we're also going to be, so that feature is basically a personal application that's branded to you, and it's absolutely free. And there's no reason why we should not all be taking advantage of that. Number two, we'll be talking about social media posts. Okay, so I get a ton of questions from you guys in terms of what kind of content to post on social media, how to post on social media. Should you put, hashtags? Should you post certain times of the day? So we're going to be talking a little bit about that and example posts that you can start doing today. Okay, and I have 3 examples on there. Hopefully we can get through all of those. All right, so very quickly, I'm not going to spend too much time on the app, but I just wanted to show you guys how to get that set up. Okay, so I want to
Yes,
try and get as
I need
much
that
on the
information.
I'm so sorry, what was that?
I said yes, please, because I need this information.
No worries. So just want to show you guys where to sign up for that and get people to download your app. Because nowadays everyone is on their phones. Every second you hear that little ding, you just grab your phone and you're on there. So having an app that people can download onto their phones, it doesn't get any better than that. You will always be, at the forefront of their minds whenever they think real estate, and their phone will keep reminding them with push notifications and all that stuff. So to find that, so if you guys log into KV Core, we got more people joining. If you guys get into KV Core, you'll notice that there's a new chat button right here. That did not used to be there. And also, if you click on your name at the top right, and again, this is for California agents only so far. If you're out of state, you will get this feature by December 6th, I believe the email was saying. So if you're in California, like I think 99% of us, if you click on your name, you're gonna see this little logo right under your website. It's gonna have like a phone and a arrow pointing down. So this link right here, if you click on that, it's gonna take you to a website that gives you the basically the link that you can provide to people so that they can download your personal, branded app. This app is really, really cool. It's free to download. You don't need to pay any extra money to have it work for you. And I'm going to go through some slides I made in terms of, what this app offers. But yeah, we'll probably make a whole Tech Tuesday on this. That it requires no setup on your end. All you need to have people do is scan this QR code or give them the link to this website. They can put their cell phone number, their email address, and then they'll get taken to the App Store if they have an iPhone, or they will get taken to the Google Play Store if they have an Android. And from there, they'll be able to download that app. So basically, what that app does is it shows them, it's going to ask them for their home address, and it's going to show them an estimated value of their home. It's going to show them how far they are, in paying down their mortgage. It'll also have the option for them to search for listings leveraging your MLS, which is very powerful. Okay. The app is branded to you. There's your, logo there. There's your contact info, and they can actually message you from the app, which is amazing. So that's what this chat icon is for right here. Okay, I was actually playing around with it and I sent a message to myself. And it's very quick. Soon as it takes you from the app, you get a message on KV Core. And whatever happens on the app reflects on your KV Core. So they work seamlessly. Do you have a question, Yoksandi?
Well, not a question, but kind of like a comment. I was just gonna say
Sure.
this is like very good. This is like a whole nother level of tech too,
Yeah.
because all of this is like you're gonna create a whole new pool of customers
Mm-hmm.
because these are gonna be like, easy people to market to just because
Yeah.
everything is so digital.
Yeah.
With the algorithm, this is gonna be real good.
I agree. I agree. definitely. Everyone's on their phones, and it's not. We're not going backwards. We're only moving towards more people being more on their phones. So the earlier you can adopt all these tools and software, the better off you're gonna be. You don't want to get left behind. And this is free. This does not cost you any money. This does not cost you any time to set up. All they need to do is scan that QR code, put their email address in there, and most people are savvy enough with applications to just figure out how it works. They can text you from there, they can email you from there, they can see their home valuation. Anything they do, KV Core will send that to you. If they favorite a home on the app, you'll get an email. So you're always in tune with what's going on with people using your app. So that's very, very, very nice. Okay. So I'm not
And
going to
there's
spend too much
nothing
time
we
on
have
here.
to do. I'm sorry. There's
No
nothing we have
worries.
to do. There's nothing we have to do other than just download this thing.
Yeah, as soon as they download it, it'll already be branded to you, but they have to use your QR code or this link to sign up. They'll get sent to the App Store. As soon as they log in, they get asked their, address, and then boom, everything's ready for them. No work on your end whatsoever.
And so then it looks like we're all savvy and we have our own app.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and
Uh,
also, um,
Yeah,
it will be like, I don't know if any of you are familiar with the civil leads. This is exactly
low
what they
leads.
do,
Yeah,
what they have, the way that their app looks, and then everything that the client clicks on, you get an alert, and then if they go from one zip code to the other, it'll tell you the same thing.
exactly. So yeah,
And
there's no reason why not to use this, honestly, guys. Take advantage of all this stuff. Okay.
you know, they can check like the monthly payment or any on the app, like on the particular house that they're checking. Can they also see how much their monthly payment will be or down payment or anything like that?
A calculation, right?
Yeah, there is a feature on there that lets them connect to, whatever bank they have or connect their mortgage somehow. So I assume you could do that. Again, this just dropped today, so this is just fresh on KV Core. So it looks like it does have it, but I'll use the app a little thoroughly and we'll talk about that. But it's no setup on your end. It looks like they have plenty of tools at their disposal. So based on the image right here, you can kind of see, it shows you the mortgage balance and what's on the market and a bunch of cool stuff on there. So most likely yes, but I don't take that with a grain of salt for now.
Okay, we'll expect you to have it mastered next week. Thank you.
All right, perfect. Right.
Just a quick question on this one.
Yeah,
I'm trying to download 360 home ownership. Is that the correct one?
yeah. So the app is called 360 Home, but as soon as you log in, it'll have, I don't know if any of you guys have scanned this, but it'll actually be branded to you automatically. So
Yeah, I saw that it was branded, but it took me to the 360 home ownership to install or upload. So I just want to make sure that's the correct.
yeah. So the app is called 360 Home, but everything in there is just basically you. There's your picture, your contact info. But the app is, unfortunately, I wish it would be called your name. That would be awesome, but we can't get it all, unfortunately. That sucks. I know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
you're getting the right app though. That's the right
Okay.
one.
Perfect.
Okay. Awesome. Do we have any other questions before we move on to social media posts and Facebook and Instagram stuff?
Yes, this is gonna be my homework tonight. I'm gonna download this and figure it out. Thank you for
Definitely. And
sharing it.
yeah, for sure. Let me know how that goes. And if you guys have any questions, you can always email me and we'll master this together. So this is brand new, just dropped today. Okay, so I'm gonna close this. And yeah, again, the way to find that, go to the top right, click on your name, and then there's gonna be a little phone logo with the arrow pointing down. That's how you get to that link. So you can copy this, put it on your link tree, put it on your Instagram, say, hey guys, I now have an app, download that, and you can forever be in their face, I guess. So that's cool. Now
I'm so glad you explained that because it popped up and I'm like, what is this? An app. So thank you for
Yeah.
explaining that.
No, for sure. Definitely. Okay, so that is the new personal app you have at your disposal. So, like I said, there's no setup required. All you have to do is share that QR code. It's going to notify you on lead behaviors. It's going to send the users of the app notifications based on their interaction with the app. All that is automatic. The app is rented to you. It's free. It's linked to your MLS, and it syncs all of those interactions to your KV core. So when you log on, you can see all of that stuff. I think we have a question.
Just like we planned, right? Right? Let's move.
It's
Do you have
not
a question?
Well, yeah, it is a question. So I
Yeah.
downloaded it and then I try to register and it tells me that I have to choose one of the local experts that are there. They have 4 people.
But not you? It doesn't show you on there?
No.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
when I
doesn't for
scan
me
my
either.
QR code,
You have to,
interesting.
at the bottom, you type in your name and then you'll pop up.
Okay. Because
Yeah,
online I
mine
got my
pops up,
name
but
right
I'm
away.
not able to request it or select it. Doesn't allow me to select.
Because when I log on to mine, it just automatically has me. That's so odd. Okay. Well, like Misty said, I'm gonna have this mastered by next Tech Tuesday. This was just a sneak peek into that. So we'll see why all that's going on, but I just wanted to make you guys aware of that for sure.
Sounds good.
I'll
Thank
be
you.
sending out emails and whatnot based on whatever I find for you guys, okay? All right. Do you have another question, Yoksandi, or maybe did I kind of answer
No, it
halfway?
was that one. I just didn't lower my hand.
Okay, no
Sorry.
worries. So, yeah, these are all the cool, fun reasons why you should be taking advantage of that. So be on top of it, guys, and take advantage of it. All right. Any questions on that before we move on? Looking good. All right. So now we're going to be talking about social media, the fun stuff. So I realize that a lot of you guys are not, based on the questions I'm getting and people, emailing me, you guys would like certain, examples on, what kind of posts you can start making today. So I compiled 3 things that you can do right now to get started on your journey to becoming a social media sensation and have all of the people that see your posts just want to do business with you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go to the first social media post idea I have. So I like to plan my posts. So how do you explain this properly? So the best posts that I tend to see in regards to real estate, as far as the ones that perform really well, are structured as such. So you want to make sure you have a consistent, flow of content ideas, if that makes sense. You don't want to reinvent the wheel every single time you're making a post, because then you're wasting a lot of time. If it takes you 24 hours to come up with an idea and 24 hours to record the idea and then 24 hours to edit it and whatnot, it's going to take you a lot of time. You want to focus on generating leads and not focus on just building content all the time. You want to make sure the whole process is as streamlined as possible. So the first idea, this is something I'm doing, and it's posting about what might be interesting in a certain area. So I have these color coded, and you can replace these with, the appropriate words. I'm going to send a screenshot of this to you guys, or feel free to take a picture of this. But one day you could post the most expensive homes in Gardena. And maybe the next week you can put the smallest mansions or the smallest townhouses in SoCal. You can always switch it up, have a lot of ideas that you can kind of mess around with and play around with, and have a bunch of different ideas you can post on social media. And we're actually going to do one of these together. I'll show you how to make a post using this structure with KV Core and Facebook. Okay. I don't think I have any. No. Okay. So let's do this one first. I'll show you guys how that works. So if you are trying to build, let's just do the most expensive homes in Gardena. So if you're trying to make a list of the most expensive homes in Gardena, you're going to want to leverage what we call squeeze pages. And we've actually done that. We've covered squeeze pages in a previous Tech Tuesday, but I'm going to go through it again with you guys, just so you see it in action. So you access squeeze pages through the lead engine section of KV Core. So I'm going to click on here, and we're going to go to squeeze pages. Let me go down here. So under the squeeze page section right here, I'm going to click on my domain, and I'm going to click on start building. Now, the easiest, it gets confusing explaining the difference between landing pages and squeeze pages because they're interchangeable words a lot of the times, I feel. But the way I differentiate them is a landing page is a page you just land on and you only have the option to sign up or just leave if you're not interested. A squeeze page, in terms of how it operates in KV Core, you're basically giving some information to people. And if they want the full, information, if they want all the information, then you prompt them to put their email. So in this example, we're going to do the most expensive home in Gardena. So let's say the top 5 most expensive homes in Gardena. That's what we're trying to share with people. And in order for them to see all those 5 homes, we would like an email and a phone number in return. Even exchange. You provide value, they provide that contact info so that you can market to them later. So obviously anyone who clicks on this post in some form or another is interested in, buying a home in the future or, in some capacity. So you're getting some type of lead out of it, and nurturing leads like that are, the best way to go because they're just passively and actively collecting. If that makes sense. You're posting, so you're actively out there generating leads, but they're just there collecting leads for you passively after that. So squeeze page, working with this would look like they would click on that link on Facebook. We're about to create that in a moment. I just want to explain how it works. So when they click on the link, we want to give them some of that information. So we don't want to give them all 5 homes because then they have no reason to provide any info. We can give them maybe 2 or 3 homes. And if they want to see the remainder, then they'll get prompted to put an email and a phone number. And when they do, they'll create an account on your website. You'll get that information on KV Core, and they'll be able to see the remainder of the homes, which is, an even exchange. So on here, we're going to set that up using a squeeze page. So, for those of you guys who haven't seen, so this is what I did. Lead engine. I went to squeeze page. I click on my domain and I click on start building, and that'll take you here. You want to make sure you're under multi-property because we're trying to show multiple properties. Okay. If you did single, this would only yield 1 result. So we want to show multiple properties. So that's why we want to make sure this one's highlighted. Okay. So in order to save yourself a lot of time, you need to, because unfortunately, KV Core doesn't give you a live view of the results as you type in the criteria. So it helps a lot knowing what the range, of the home values, because we're trying to have a list of the most expensive homes in Gardena. We want to already know what the most expensive home is, and kind of backtracking and seeing what the 5th most expensive is. And then based on that, we're going to plug in those prices here so that KV Core can search through the MLS and pull that info. Because if you don't do that, you're going to basically be guessing every single time. And it doesn't tell you how many results there are until you generate the link. So the way I go about that is we're going to open up the CRMLS. And we're going to actually find out what the top 5 most expensive homes in Gardena are. So I'm going to log in here really quickly. Sure. Okay. Oh. All right. I'm going to go in here, close all these. All right. So you can do this multiple ways. I like to use the Cloud MLX, but you can always, go to search, residential, and then detail, and kind of, look for all the properties in Gardena. So you would just do active because you want to make sure these are active properties. And if someone's interested, you can then be that buyer's, agent and help them out. And then you would just plug in Gardena under the city. So this is one way of doing it. Gardena, and then yeah, you would go to your results and kind of sort by listing price right here. Okay, this is how you would find that range, option A. Option B is, and I've also shown this in another Tech Tuesday, by using the Cloud MLX. This is a very fast way to search, do quick searches on the MLS. A lot of you guys might not be familiar with this, but I encourage you guys to get familiar with the Cloud MLX. If you guys are interested in this, email me and I'll forward you that video. But it's really cool in the way you can search things. So if I go in here and I type Gardena, I can choose that city. Oh, Gardena, just like this. And then I can type single family residence. So there's just little bubbles. You kind of type in your criterias and it will narrow down that result for you. So we got Gardena, we got single family residence. And if you don't know the keywords, you can just click on the little filter icon here and kind of choose what you want to see. So property types, we want to see single family, so residential. We don't want any single family residence. We want them to be active. We want them to be, it doesn't matter how many days are on the market. We just want to show all the homes, and all of this other stuff can stay as is. So if I view all these results, this is what we get. So this is option 2. I'm going to click on this little list view. That way it can give me everything in a nice order. So these are the top 5 homes right now in Gardena. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So it looks like it starts at 900,000. Okay. So what I would do is, now that I know the 5th most expensive home in Gardena is 809 numbers 899,000. I'm gonna go back to KV Core, and I'm going to plug in that number in here. So this is gonna be the minimum. So now when location needs to be Gardena. So I'm going to type that in, and then we're going to put that in there. So in the city of Gardena, I am looking for listing types of single family. I don't care about the style, but the minimum price needs to be $899, and all of this other stuff can stay as is. Now on the right-hand side right here, this is where you can put the source that will be attached to all the leads that will click on this. So what that means is, when we finish setting this up, it's going to give us a link. And that's the link that's going to take people to the website and actually show them those 5 homes. But if you want to get back to those people later, you want to know where they came from. So if I go ahead and put Facebook in here, anyone that clicks the link, under their contact details, it will tell me their source is from Facebook, because that's where I intend to post this link. Down here, you also have the option to add a hashtag to all of those leads. So you can put whatever you would like in here, and you can use this hashtag to categorize all the contacts you import into your system. So here I could put squeeze page for Facebook. Okay, again, this could be anything you would like, but anyone that clicks on this link will have this hashtag added to their contact. Okay, so I'm gonna set that. Under here, Facebook cover photo. So when this link gets generated, there's going to be a thumbnail photo for it. And you guys will see that really shortly. But you have the option of choosing which photo gets put on there. You can put the most recent from your agency. You can put the lowest price. You can put the highest priced. And this is based on the results we're going to be getting right here. Or you can use the photo of a specific listing of your choosing. If I click on that, then you would have to put the MLS ID for that listing. But I'm just going to put random right here, okay? So this is where you have the option to configure how many of these results people can see before they have to register. So by default, it's going to be 2. So when people click on that link to try and see those 5 properties, they'll be able to see the first one and then second one. And when they try to go to the third one, they won't be able to unless they provide that information. So I'm just going to leave it at 2. I think that's fine. And once you have everything set up nicely right here, we're going to click generate link. And what that's going to do, it's going to populate these 2 fields. Both of these links do the same thing. So just go with the shorter one because it looks a little bit cleaner. So I'm going to copy this. And I'm actually going to open up a new tab and show you where that link goes. It's going to actually go to your KV Core website with those listings. So as you can see, there is actually a little bit more than 5. So that tells me maybe there was more than 1 home that was $8.99. Yeah. So you're going to have to be a little smart with how you market this. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 homes. So let's just do the top 6 homes in Gardena. The top 6 most expensive homes in Gardena, because some of them have the same price. So this is kind of what people will see. They'll be able to view the details and look through all of those different homes. So I'm going to sign out of my website because it looks like I'm signed in right here. If someone's already signed in, it will not let them re-sign in, obviously, because they already have an account with you. So let's sign out. Let's see here. Oh man, it doesn't want to make me sign out of Chris. No worries. So this is what we're going to do. Let's continue, and I'll just open up a new tab. So right here, now that we have this link, I'm going to open up Facebook. And we're going to create that post right now. So I'm going to open a new tab. And actually, never mind, I already have Facebook right here. So what you're going to do, you have 2 options when you make this post. You can post as a Facebook page, or you can post as yourself. Now, I post on Facebook using a business page because I don't want to always be pushing out a lot of real estate content on my personal Facebook, profile, because it might, make some people unfollow me, or it might make some people a little bit angry because they're always seeing real estate stuff. So I want to keep my personal stuff personal, maybe occasionally post some real estate related content, but having somewhere to only post real estate things is nice because you can just spam all your real estate content there, and the people who are interested will be following that page. Okay, so for those of you guys who do not have a Facebook page, you can go ahead and click the plus icon. This is just the view on the desktop. But if you're on a phone, the plus icon should be somewhere up there. If not, just do it on your computer. Click plus, and you're going to create a page. It's going to be right here. Okay, so it's going to ask you to put a page name. So let's just call this real estate page. And then category is going to be real estate because we're in the real estate business. Move myself right here. So we're in real estate. And in bio, this is just what your page is about. All Let's type in all things real estate. So, and then I'm going to create page. It's that easy. It's super simple. So once this page gets created, we'll move to actually making the post. There you go. So once you create the page, it's going to ask for more information. You don't have to put all this stuff in now, but the more information you have on there, the better, because then people will see that you're a legitimate business and they have a way to get to you if they need to. Okay, you can put your website, phone number, email, addresses and whatnot. Choose your hours. Obviously, I'm going to put always open. If you have a deal, I'll always be up for you. So I'll just put open. We'll click next. You can add a profile picture, a cover photo. This is just like your regular Facebook profile. I'm not going to put any just now. This is just a test page for us. So I'll click next. And then it also gives you the option to invite all your friends right from here. So anyone of your friends who's interested in supporting your page will be able to do so through this invite right here. Okay, but you don't have to if you don't want to. You could just press next and skip. But I recommend you guys do this. That way everyone's aware that you have a real estate page and they can follow you on there for real estate content. Okay, so I'm going to press next once more. And this is up to you. I would keep the top one on. That way you're notified whenever someone interacts with your page. And the bottom one is Facebook stuff. So I'm going to switch this off. I don't want to receive Facebook marketing stuff. So I'm going to press done. Boom. And that concludes the creation of this Facebook page. Okay. So creating a Facebook page allows you to also link your professional Instagram account in case you have, a professional Instagram account. You can connect your personal Instagram account to your personal Facebook account, but you can't connect your personal Instagram account to your business page on Facebook. They all have to be professional account in order to talk to each other, because you can have this working in a way where whenever you post something on Instagram, it also posts on your Facebook. That way you kill two birds with one stone, but both of them have to be the same type of account. I encourage you guys to have your Instagram, if you do have one, to have that be a professional account, because it gives you metrics as far as who's your audience, who's viewing your page, your growth, all the stats that come with all your marketing and all your advertising. So I really recommend doing that. That way you have a way to track your business. So, but you don't have to. This is just the way I go ahead and operate. Looks like someone's not muted. Perfect. Thank you. All right. So yeah, I encourage you guys to have it be a business account or a professional account on Instagram, and also create a Facebook page that you then will be able to link to. And I'm going to show you guys where to do that if you happen to have a professional account. Okay, so now that our page is created, we now have a bunch of different tools. You can post through here. You can fill out more information about your page, and you can promote your page. A lot of cool different things. But what we're going to do first, I'm going to close this. And let's see here, actually. This is what I'm looking for. So you're going to want to go to the Meta Business Suite. This is where you can manage the connection between Instagram and Facebook. Okay. And this is, yes, yet again, a lot of information, but these are recorded, and this was very much highly requested. So you guys can always go back and follow these steps that I'm taking in order to connect your Facebook page, Instagram page, and actually get these posts out there and, get started with social media. So I just access the Meta Business Suite. This is how you want to ideally create all of your posts on social media. So once you're in here, you have a few different tools at your disposal. You could go ahead and close all the notifications to make it a little cleaner. So you can create a post from up here. You can create an ad. You can create a story. Same thing as the other screen right here. but now it's just in they call it the Meta Business Suite. So we're going to go back here. So I encourage you guys to get familiar with this interface. Okay. And it's just recently been redesigned. It did not always look like this. So I'm glad they did that because it looked very intimidating before. So now that we're on here, if we go to the top left, this is where you have access to all of your other accounts. Okay. So if you have a Facebook account or other Facebook pages or Instagram accounts, all of those will populate right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually create that post we're making right now. So I'm going to click create post up here. And then it's going to take us to this page. This is just the how to use guide. I'm going to close this. So here you have the option to choose where you're posting this. So if I click on here, you see that there's also at the bottom an Instagram account. So if you have an Instagram account you want to link this page to, this is where you can make that connection happen. So you would just click on connect Instagram. It'll open up a pop-up where if I keep pressing continue right here, it'll go to Instagram where you can actually log on with the account you want to tie to that business Facebook page. Okay, once you log in there, you'll come back here and then you will have the option to check your Instagram account. Okay, so that's how you couple those two. And that gives you a lot of different options and it's very, very powerful. So because I don't have an Instagram page for this test page I just made, let's go ahead and actually switch to one of my other business pages so that I can show you guys what that looks like. So we'll see all profiles and I'm going to open up Karamoko Homes. So this is the business page I created. So I'm going to open up the Meta Suite right here. Same thing. It'll take us to the same interface. And there you go. So once you connect your Instagram, it's also going to have that second bubble with your Instagram. So this is my Facebook. This is my Instagram. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to click create post. It's going to show me this thing again. And right here, if you see up top, I have both options. So one's Facebook, one's Instagram. And you can choose to post on both or just check one of them. Okay. So if you want to do both, I'm going to leave both on. And down here, you have the option to add a photo, add a video. If you have photo that comes with your content, you can add some text that's going to populate in the thumbnail. So let's do one by one, actually. It's a little bit easier to show that way. We're just going to start with Facebook by itself. Because posts on Facebook look a little different than posts on Instagram. So when you decide to post on both, you have limited capabilities. So I'm going to go through it with you guys. So we'll just do Facebook for now. And then under this section, because we don't have a photo to post, we just have a link. So under the text section right here, you're going to have a bunch of options. You're going to click on this little link preview button. And by clicking that, it's going to ask you for a link. So this is where we're going to plug in that link we just made using our squeeze page, this link right here. So I'm going to copy it again. We're going to go back to Facebook and yeah, that's the one. I'm just going to paste it once more to make sure. There we go. So if I click save, there we go. It's going to already start showing you what the post is going to look like. Now, you cannot put links on Instagram posts. That's why you're not able to check both of these. If I check Instagram, because Instagram posts cannot have links in them, it's not going to allow me to do that. Okay, so if you know you don't have a photo for your post, you want to just check Facebook, because Facebook has the ability to generate a photo based on the link you provided. That's just something that works with KV Core. And if you then want to come back later and make a whole other post for Instagram, you can do so separately. But if you know you have the photo for your post, you could just go ahead and check both and then just add your photo. It'll open up your computer where you can just put any photo. I'm just going to choose this one. And then there you go. It's going to upload that in there. So now Instagram is checked, Facebook is checked. Both of them support photos, so the photo will populate. And on the right-hand side, you can actually see, let me take this out of the way. On this side of the screen, you can switch between the Facebook preview and the Instagram preview. So right now it's set on the Facebook feed preview. If I click on this and go to Instagram feed preview, this shows you what it'll look like on Instagram, which is pretty nice. So, and then let's go back to Facebook. And you also have the option to see what it looks like on a phone and a desktop also. So you have all those options to see what people are going to be seeing at the end. Okay. And then if we go down, you can obviously add some text to your post. Hey there, check out the top 6 most expensive homes in the city of Gardena. There you go. Okay. And I encourage you guys to put some hashtags in your post that is relevant to whatever your post is. So if I click on hashtag on here, it's going to give you plenty of options, or you can just go in here and just type the hashtag you wish, and it'll have some relevant ones pertaining to your post. So you could put hashtag real estate, you could put hashtag, you know, city of Gardena, anything that narrows down the audience you're looking for. So whenever you make a post that you want to target to a specific group of people, try to be as niche as possible with your hashtags. Maybe put like a nice something between 5 to like 15. You don't want to go crazy. Don't put hashtag cats and then hashtag real estate. Those have nothing to do with each other. So make sure all your hashtags are about somewhat the same thing and try to target key audiences. Okay, so city of Gardena. There we go. Looks like there's not much going on with that hashtag, so I'm just going to put Gardena actually. So when you type in these hashtags, you can see the number of posts that are related to that hashtag. So I'm just going to choose Gardena here. And then we could do luxury home. And maybe one more. Let's do real estate something. Real estate goals. There you go. So I have 4 in there. Hopefully you guys can put more. You know, you don't just leave it at 4. The more you put, the more targeted it is. You don't want to go overboard either. I usually keep mine between 5 to 15. So this is the preview. This is what it's looking like on Instagram as of right now. And if we switch to, oh no, sorry, this is Instagram, and that was what it looks like on Facebook. Okay, if we keep going down, you have the option to actually schedule your post. You can save this as a draft, or you can publish it immediately. Okay, if I click on schedule, you can schedule individually what, you know, when you want them to get posted on each individual platform. So on Facebook, I can choose to have this posted on the 17th and Instagram maybe on the 22nd for whatever reason. And if you do this enough times, Facebook will actually collect that information, you know, based on the engagement with your post, and then you'll be able to click on active times. So what active times is going to do is, based on your previous post and their interactions, Facebook will decide what the best time to schedule your post for and do that for you. So it doesn't get any better than that. You want the highest form of engagement possible. So after maybe 5 or 6 posts, I encourage you guys just go ahead and do the active times, and Facebook will throw that in the algorithm for you and decide when to make it go live. So typically, I think midday is, you know, when most people are scrolling through their phones, maybe on lunch after work. So that's an option you do have. Let me change this real quick. So there you go. So this is when you post on both Instagram and Facebook. Okay, but I'm going to uncheck Instagram, and I'm going to paste my link in here. So I'm going to only Facebook. There we go. And we're going to remove these guys right here, just so I can customize this, and I'll remove the photo. There's my link. Perfect. So we're just posting on Facebook for this one right here. So it says, hey there, check out the top 6 most expensive homes in the city of Gardena. And actually, you know what? I'm just going to put those hashtags. I'll just put one hashtag real estate. Let's just leave that in there. And there you go. We can schedule this post for now. And boom, I'm actually going to publish it. So there you go. I just published a post through Meta. I'm going to press done. And now that post is live. Okay, it'll give you plenty of data on here. I might do a whole video on this. This is a little bit more complex. I get really afraid to go in detail with these things because I don't know what you guys already know and what you guys don't know, but I want it to be as simple as possible. So you guys can always go back and rewatch this. And maybe in the future, I might do a whole Meta suite tutorial, but we have just gone through creating an Instagram post that lets people check out the top 5 homes. I mean, the top 6 homes in Gardena. So if I go back to here, this is the business page. I'm gonna refresh the page right here. And if you see, this is what people are gonna see on Facebook. Hey there, check out the top 6 most expensive homes in the city of Gardena, hashtag real estate. And they can comment, they can engage with it. If this intrigues them, hey, maybe I live in Gardena and I wanna see what the top 6 homes in my neighborhood are. If I click here, check this out. It's gonna take me, it's gonna say you're leaving Facebook. Sure, we wanna go. And it'll take us to our website. And then people will have the option to see those 6 homes. Now, because I'm logged in as Chris, I'm actually going to open up a new tab. Let's see. Let's do this on Google Chrome. There we go. All right. So no one's logged in right here. So when people go to the website, let's say they check out home 1, they click on view details. They look at the first property, it's looking good. They flip through all the photos, they love it. And then they want to see home 2, they're going to skip to the next one. Oh yeah, we did set it at 2. So sorry. Because they're trying to see more than one, they're going to have to log in right here. So if they provide their information, and let me just put something in here. There you go, continue. So now we have grabbed that person's information who was interested in seeing those 5 homes. And now they can carry on and see the remainder of the properties, which is pretty nice. And in the back end on your KV Core, this doesn't happen right away. Sometimes it's immediate, but KV Core will notify you and say, hey, someone just clicked on a property. Someone just signed in on your website. So let's see. Yeah, it's not showing just yet. Sometimes it takes a few minutes, but that person will populate on your dashboard and you'll get an email saying that someone signed up. So this is how these are posts you can start making, today. And using this little template I have right here, you can do, the biggest homes in LA County. Then we could go back to the lead engine. We could go back to the squeeze page, start building. And instead of messing with, the price range, just mess with the square footage. You could put a minimum and a maximum, whatever matches your search results on the CRMLS. And then you can create another post, which might be interesting. So try to be as, find cool ideas like that and post those to Instagram and Facebook and just start engaging with people. It doesn't have to be super serious all the time. Just post quirky stuff, the best kitchens, the best living rooms, the sky's the limit. So the more you think about it, the more you'll paralyze yourself. So the key is to just find the simplest ideas and just post those. People love interacting with stuff like this online. So, and it's all about consistency also. Make sure you have a schedule. Tell yourself, hey, every Monday, I'm going to post something about real estate. every Wednesday, I'm going to post something about, something else about real estate, and try to add some personality to your posts. Also, maybe on Fridays, post something you do personally. If you like skating, post yourself skating. People want to do business with people they know. They'll go to someone they feel connected with before they go with a total stranger. So just be consistent. That's the most important. So I'm going to close this. And let's go back to our page right here. Awesome. So on my page right here, you can see this post. Okay, so you can recycle this and you can make as many other types of content as you want. And this will be on the video. You can refer to this and just copy my design. And this is just a few examples. You can have much more than these right here. Okay, this was a lot. Do we have any questions on anything I did right now so far?
I just want to say that I think law school was easier than what you just did. But thank you for showing us that it was a lot.
It was a lot of information. You're welcome, for sure.
All I can say is thank goodness you record these, Kane. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Always can go back.
Definitely. So it was a lot of different steps, but you can always go back and rewatch these. And using, this template right here, you can make as many posts as you would like. And this is enough content to last you a lifetime. Just change up what you post on there. Use the Facebook Meta Suite, and just the more you post, the more you'll get familiar with it. You just have to do it. And, most people just never start. And if you don't start, you'll never get anywhere. So I encourage you guys to play with these, and obviously you have these videos to rewatch at all times.
Okay. I have a quick question.
Yeah.
You have on there restaurants. How do you pull up restaurants off of KV Core, or how do you do that one?
Yeah, so you won't. Yeah, you noticed that one. So yeah, you can't pull restaurants on KV Core, but when you get well versed in what you can do with KV Core, you can do your own research as far as restaurants go, and you can put those on your post. You can, ideally, you don't want to stick to just doing this kind of post. The best kind of post you can do on social media is video. So getting comfortable recording yourself and actually talking to people. Maybe you can actually talk to the camera and mention the top 5 restaurants you've been at in Gardena.
I got you. I was kind of
example.
I was kind of confused because I thought, well, because that is one of the things that I want to start doing here pretty soon, is just getting involved more in the community. And I thought, you can do it off KV Core.
Hey, maybe someday, you never know. But I think that's a really fun idea.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I have a question. Hi, this is Deatra. How you doing?
I'm good.
I missed you maybe mentioning this because I came in a bit late, but I was wondering if you can create content and bring it into KV Core, or you just have to create the content within KV Core. So if I'm doing a video or something, instead of like just posting it inside of YouTube, I know there's links that you can add to KV Core, but can you add any of your material to KV Core other than links?
I think I know what you mean. Yeah, no, you won't be able to add any. Well, you can upload media to KV Core and send them via email, but it's not going to be, long videos and very high, how do you say? So let me go to KV Core and actually show you. You can't have a library of videos. You just have like a drive where you can upload all your files and photos that you can use when sending emails. So if I go to, if I try to schedule an email right here, I'll just try to show you what that looks like. Actually, let's just do this. I'll send an email. And if I go to my advanced editor, so on here, I've talked about this before too. I'm just gonna go really quickly. If I try to put an image in this email, I can browse through my files that I've uploaded on KV Core. But I think your question is more so, can you upload content on KV Core and automatically share those maybe on your website and have people view that content? Then you're not able to do that as of yet, at least. But you can see your library of things you personally upload on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For sure.
The size is very small, right?
Yeah. Well, it can be whatever you want, but because you can only use these on emails, it's not advised to have like a heavy file in an email. Otherwise, it'll never load, and it might just end up being spam because it's so abnormally large, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So stick to bomb and things like that. Okay.
For sure. Yeah. Just post your content on Facebook, but always link them to your website on KV Core, you know?
Okay. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
For sure. Do you have any other questions at all? Looking good. Awesome. I know a lot of you guys are going to be scratching your heads right now, but the videos will be uploaded so you can rewatch. And I'm always here for any one-on-ones, okay? We're over the hour mark, but I want to show you something that is very easy, I promise, that you can start doing immediately. Actually, doesn't matter what time of the day. And that is the second idea that not an idea. I've actually shared this before. You can leverage Craigslist. There's a Craigslist plugin on KV Core that lets you share listings on there automatically. It does all the work for you. It's really cool. I'm going to show you guys that right now. Okay. And you have to be using, at least to my knowledge, it has to be through Google Chrome. So if you use Google Chrome, you can put that on there. Looks like I have a message I missed. I'm going to leave my phone number in the chat, guys. There we go. So I'm going to go to KV Core. I showed this a very, very long time ago, but we have so many new members of the group, and I want to show you guys this because I always get calls whenever I do this. So it's a really great way to generate passive leads. So if you go ahead and open up the listings tab, and I'm going to go to the company listings. So this is all the listings within my office, you know, my brokerage. And I'm going to select any random one. So you can post as many listings as you want on Craigslist for people to see and reach out to you. So let's take this one. This one looks nice and it has very nice photos. So this property here in Inglewood, let's say I want to post this and advertise it. It's part of my office. So I believe you still do have to ask for the agent's permission, no matter what brokerage they're in. So if you're going to do these, make sure to email the listing agent or give them a phone call, get their consent. Everyone wants as much exposure to their listing as possible because at the end of the day, they just want to get it sold. So I've never gotten a no, but you never know. You want to stay in compliance. But nonetheless, once you find a cool listing that you want to post and advertise, you can click on it, go to more actions. And then if you click on post to Craigslist, for most of you guys who have never done this, you would need to link your create a Craigslist account, and it will also ask you to download the KV Core plugin. So you'll get this little pop-up the first time you click on this, and it'll say you need to download a plugin. So once you download that plugin, all you have to do is it'll bring you to this page. You choose the location of this listing. So we're just going to put Central LA for now. If I click on this, it'll do all the work for you. So now that I've clicked that, it populates the title for the listing. It puts the listing description for me. And at the bottom, it even says text this number to this is my number right here. Text this code to my smart number for more details. And it's brought to you by, yours truly. That's me. It has my the Dre number right here for the brokerage and everything. All I got to do is just press publish. And then there you go. just like that, I've posted a listing on Craigslist that people can reach out to me for, and then I could potentially be that person's that person's agent. And I do this all the time. I have so many different listings I post on here. All of these are from KV Core. And I get calls every other day, every other, 3-4 days. Someone calls me about one of these listings and asks me if it's still on the market, which is really, really cool. It's a very easy thing to do. You can post 20 of these every month and just have people call you, and it's an easy way to get leads for sure. So that's something you can start doing, every month. Just set like a reminder, the first of every month, post 20 listings on Craigslist, and keep doing that over and over again. The reason why I'm saying 20 is once you post too many back to back, Craigslist is going to tell you, hey, you posted too many, calm down a little bit. So it's going to give you a little cool down period. So you can't post unlimited amounts within a certain amount of time. I don't know what that time is, but I've just been doing it every single month. So this is something you can do today to just advertise in some form or some capacity and generate some leads passively. Okay. Any questions on that? On how I did that? Okay, looking good. Oh. All right. Let's see. I don't think I have much more to this. So we didn't have any questions. Also, yeah, idea 3 is mainly what we just did right now, but just basically don't just stick to posting squeeze pages. Don't just stick to, doing Craigslist. Get in front of the camera, advertise your services, build a relationship with the people who follow you. Don't just stick to that. This is a great way to start because a lot of people don't even, leverage social media at its, fullest. But once you get comfortable with those other 2 methods, move into, being on camera, move into recording, do podcasts, be outside, do a lot of things to put your name out there. Because if you're an invisible agent, no one's going to do, well, not as many people are going to do business with you. You want to make sure you're active, you're out there, people can contact you, and they know who to reach out to for all their real estate needs. So call other agents if you don't have any listings, do videos of their properties, post it on your social media. It's all about being active. If you truly are committed and you truly are determined, you will, sit down, draft up content ideas, and make it happen. And this is working smarter because you can, yes, door knock, you can call people all day long, but if you make posts consistently and you grow a following and you build that community, leads will eventually come to you. Okay, so you want to do both. You want to work smart, you want to be, on social media, you want to pull leads to you, and you also want to be active. You don't want to just sit down either. Be out there. If you need to call, but make sure you utilize all of these, tools, software, and technologies to, their fullest extent, for sure. So idea 3 just is mainly that. Don't just stick to those posts. Post other types of content. Okay. And if you guys need help with anything social media related, I'm a broken record, but please do reach out to me. A lot of you guys reach out to me, and we have one-on-ones all the time. So don't be afraid. It doesn't cost any money. I'll just genuinely sit down with you. We'll go through KV Core, whatever it is you're struggling with. Okay. So
Your number didn't show up. Can you put it in there again?
the number didn't show up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me put it in again. And also, do you receive, because I send out emails weekly on there, there's always my contact, by the way, but I'll put it in again. I don't know.
Oh, that's okay. Then I did get an email. I'll look on there.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still going to put it for anyone else that might not be getting those emails, but it should be in the chat now. Hopefully you guys can see this. There you go. So that's my number. And it'll also be on the screen at the end of the presentation. But before we're going to close off, we're at the hour and more mark right now. So when you post on any type of advertisement online, in terms of real estate, posting other agents' listings, just beware there are some rules and regulations in place, and you don't want to be that person that gets fined or gets in trouble. So I did some research and actually went in the world and talked to some brokers to get you guys the correct information. So whenever you guys are posting someone else's listing, whether it's in your office or another office, you still do need written permission from the listing agent. Okay, you need written consent from a listing agent. It could be through an email, just something that shows they gave you the authorization to market their listing. Okay, and I feel like there's a lot of misconception out there as far as, hey, this is in my brokerage, so I could just go ahead and advertise it. You do need their consent still, so make sure you get that and be follow the rules basically. There's another one. This basically says the same thing. Doesn't matter if you're doing this via radio, if you're printing flyers, if you're on TV, if you're doing this on Facebook, same rules apply. Always ask for permission. Okay, and yeah, so that's that. Do we have any final questions before we end? Looking good. Well, meeting adjourned. Here's my contact information on the right hand side for those of you guys who haven't seen. And the first link in the chat will sign you up to stay in the loop as far as these meetings go, the YouTube recaps and all that stuff. So go ahead and check that out if you haven't. But this is the end. If you guys don't have any other questions, thank you so much for sticking with me. There was a lot of info, but I'll expedite the editing of this video and send it out to you guys, okay?
Thank you. I'll be calling you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Talk to you soon, Misty.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night, all. Remember, December 6th, 2 p.m., Long Beach office.
We'll be sending out emails with that.
Good night. Thank you.
Bye-bye, guys.
Night.